Hi. Please state your name for the record.
Sandra Johnson.
Where do you live?
P.O. Box 13 in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And what is your date of birth?
It is September 1st, 1974.
Okay. Have you ever given a deposition before?
No.
Okay. Well, in this deposition, we just need to know if you're familiar with deposition procedures. So I want to tell you some of the ground rules for this deposition. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The court reporter is taking down everything we say, so it's important that you answer with words rather than a nod or a shake of the head. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. To make this easier for the court reporter to record what we say accurately, it's important that we not talk over one another. For this reason, I ask that you please wait until I finish my questions before answering. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that you are under oath today?
Yes.
Okay. And you swore to tell the truth?
Yes.
You understand that even though we're in an informal setting, your testimony has the same force and effect as if we were in front of a judge and a jury?
Yes.
If you don't understand one of my questions, please let me know and I'll rephrase it.
Okay.
Are you prepared to answer my questions today?
Yes.
Is there any reason you wouldn't be able to give me full, complete, and truthful answers to my questions today?
No.
Okay. Please tell me briefly about your education.
I have a bachelor's degree in accounting.
And what is the highest level of education you've completed?
4 years bachelor degree in college.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
In Charlotte.
And are you employed?
Yes.
Who do you work for?
National Accounting Corporation.
And what is your title?
I'm an associate or senior accountant, excuse me.
Okay. Have you ever pled guilty or have been convicted of any crime other than minor traffic violations?
No.
Okay. When did you first learn of this deposition?
When my attorneys told me.
And what did you do to prepare for the deposition today?
Just spoke with my attorneys.
Okay. Did you review any documents in preparation for the deposition?
Only what my attorneys had showed me. Yes.
And what documents did you review?
I've seen, I believe, the police report, some statement or some information about the repairs of the cars, some notes and things like that, I think.
Okay. Did you have any communication with anyone about your deposition today other than the lawyers?
No.
Okay. The plaintiff in this case is Mr. Is Mr. Williams, I'm sorry. Did you know him before the day of the collision?
No.
Did you know the defendant?
No.
Sorry about that.
Prior to the day of the collision, did you know anyone who claimed to be a witness to the collision?
No.
Okay. You understand that we're here today to talk about the collision that took place between you and the defendant on November 1st, 2013?
Yes.
And what were the weather conditions on the day in the area of the collision?
It was clear. It wasn't raining or anything.
And where were you going?
Going home.
Okay. Was there anyone else with you?
No, it was just me.
Okay.
Miss Johnson, are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
Just a couple of years.
What's your spouse's name?
Joe Johnson.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 small children.
How old are they?
About 4 and 6.
Okay. What's the name of your employer?
National Accounting Corporation.
Have you been employed there for a while?
I've been there, for a couple of years, I would say.
What is a couple of years?
Probably 2 or 3.
2 to 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a senior accountant now.
Senior accountant?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do prior to being an accountant?
Just Mainly worked like front desk work and things like that.
Thank you. What was your general health before the collision? Do you have any injuries?
No. No.
Any prior medical surgeries?
I mean, I had my wisdom teeth removed when I was younger.
Any prior back injuries?
No.
In reference to your work, have you ever missed a day? What's your attendance like?
I mean, I would miss whenever my children needed to go to the doctor or something like that, but I never didn't go to work for any reason that wasn't for my kids.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, my husband and I used to go hiking, and I take my oldest son to play soccer. I used to coach his team. I don't do that anymore.
So let's talk about the collision. Where did the collision occur?
In a residential neighborhood that I took on the way home. I believe the streets were, I'm trying to remember the police report, Elm and Maple,
Okay.
I believe.
Are you familiar with those roads? Do you take that often?
Not often, no.
What direction were you heading?
I believe I was heading north.
Were there any traffic signals present?
No.
Can you describe what type of vehicle you were driving?
I own a white Toyota Corolla.
What was the time of day of the accident?
It was about 6.
Was the sun up or down?
It was down.
Down. Previously, you stated the sun was down and it was around 6 o'clock. Are you familiar with the sunset times on that day?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Let me change that. The sunset time on November 1st, 2013 was 6:28 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that time that the sun went down?
No, I just knew I couldn't see the sun.
Okay. So you had your lights on?
Yes.
Okay. When you approached the intersection, did you see Mr. Williams' vehicle?
No.
Okay. How far in front of you could you see?
I mean, as far as my lights were.
As far as distance?
I mean, not that far. I mean, I was using mostly my lights to see, so.
Was it raining?
No.
I see that you have glasses on now. Are you required to wear glasses?
Yes.
Did you have your glasses on when you were driving?
I normally do, but I took them off my nose to change the thing, so I didn't have them on.
How did you leave the scene?
The ambulance took me to the hospital.
What hospital did you go to?
I believe Northern Medical or something. I believe that was.
Were you admitted to the hospital?
Yes.
How long did you stay?
2 days.
Did you have a diagnosis?
I had a severe concussion.
Severe concussion. Did you have any specific instructions?
From the doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Just to rest.
Did the doctor provide amount of time that you would be away from work?
I believe 2 weeks is what he told me it would take.
And how long did you take off from work?
I don't believe I went back to work until 6 weeks after that.
Can you state the reason why you did not go back to work within the 2 weeks the doctor prescribed?
My doctor and I were having a hard time getting a handle on medication for my headaches.
So your injury was the headache?
Yes.
Did you have any other injuries?
I mean, just some minor bumps and bruises and stuff.
Okay. Can you talk about the damage to your car?
It was the front end of the car. It was pretty severely damaged.
Okay. Did you have to get a rental car?
Yes.
What type of rental car did you get?
I don't remember what I was driving. I'm not sure. I know it was just another car.
The report that I have indicate that it was a sports car?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds right.
All right. Did you have to pay an additional fee to get a sports car versus a traditional compact car?
I'm not sure.
Is the vehicle your only means of transportation?
Yes.
So, you and your husband drive the same car?
He has his own truck.
Okay.
What do you recall about the actual collision itself?
Not much. I just know that I didn't see anything, so I just proceeded through the intersection, and then I ended up hitting a truck as it came flying through.
Now, this intersection that you were in, was there a yield sign or a stop sign?
No.
Okay. And which direction were you headed when you hit the defendant's car?
I was headed straight through, so I was going north area.
And how fast do you think that the other car was going?
I'm not sure of an exact speed, but pretty fast.
What changes have you had to your life since the accident?
I'm not really active anymore. I have really bad headaches. I have to pause sometimes at work whenever they come on because I'm not really able to do anything. I'm no longer able to coach my son's soccer team. So my husband actually does that now. So I don't really do anything strenuous.
Are you currently taking medication?
Over the counter, like Tylenol pills.
Are you on medication right now?
No, I haven't actually taken any today.
When you were driving, had you drank any alcohol?
No, I'd been at work.
Were you under the use of any medication?
No.
We talked that you had extensive car damage. Do you know the total amount of your damages?
I'm not sure what the total amount ended up being. Maybe in the $2,000 to $3,000 range, maybe.
Okay. Do you know what happened after the collision, prior to you being transported to the hospital?
I have no idea. I just remember waking up in the hospital.
Okay. Mr. Williams says he had a discussion with you. Do you recall that discussion?
Objection, asked and answered. She doesn't remember.
Do you recall if there's a police report?
I know there was a police report, yes.
Okay. Did you receive a copy of the police report?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Williams provided you with a note. Do you have the note with his information that was handed to you prior to you traveling in the ambulance?
I think I gave it to my attorneys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
They found it in my car.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. I have no further questions for you today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Happy day.